Heyo, I am back after a year of silence. Been working hard on the project. I'm sorry to everybody that I kept telling I would get another video out. I know it took a while. Just been working a lot on the car, and with work and stuff, it's been hectic, to say the least. But enough of my face, I gotta show you the car. A lot of changes happened. So, here it is. This is now a twin turbo 460. The turbos, they come way up and out of the hood. You can see, just give the car a ton of character. Custom forward facing headers that I did. It just comes up forward through this little elbow and into the S197 Borg Warner turbos. It's a 78mm compressor, T6 exhaust housing, and dual 60mm wastegates. Custom intake. It's non-intercooled. I'm surprised, and you're probably going to be surprised about this too. Intake temps don't go under boost for about 5 seconds. They only rise up about 10 degrees with no intercooler. So the maximum charge temperature on a 70-degree day, I think I saw, was about 90. So it definitely gets the trick done. Majority of the time, and why the car was down, was motor was rebuilt. So you can kind of see it here a little bit, the different color cylinder heads. So I have some A429 heads on the car. I have a new intake manifold, as well as the trick flow track heat intake manifold. I got the Holley Sniper EFI system, tuned the car myself because that's what I do for a job. And it has timing control as well, electronic timing control, and the Hyperspark ignition box. Crappy wiring job I did right there to just get everything working. Eventually, when this thing gets finished more, I'll start doing in the small things and fixing up the small things. But yeah, new radiator. It's a 2-inch instead of a stock 1-inch radiator. This thing is cooling a lot better, because as soon as this started running, I started running into a lot of cooling issues, as you would expect with almost double the horsepower and torque of what it was originally making. Dynoed with the original setup, it came out at 360 wheel, 400 torque. With this, I'm shooting for about 800 horsepower, because that's the block maximum, and people have hit 1,000, 1,500 before, but it's the block maximum for reliability. Yeah, battery was relocated to the trunk. Passenger seat was removed for weight reduction because this added 150 pounds to the front end. I can't even get my jack under the car anymore. You can see I tried shaving off the edge of it, and that didn't help. So now whenever I have to get the car up on jacks, it goes up onto those little race ramps, tire saver things. Built transmission. It's a TCI that I am probably going to blow up on the first pass down the track at maximum power. Right now it's only running on 2 pounds of boost because it's got 2-pound springs in it, and it's hooked up directly to vacuum boost signal. I am installing soon an air compressor into the car and dual Holley boost control solenoids, so I can put as much boost into the car as I want. It is going to help with launching the car and other things. It does have 2-step. It doesn't pop flames and stuff. It only did that when it was having a fueling issue, when it was running like double the amount of fuel it should have been. So yeah, I changed the oil. Some issues that I've encountered here. The original intake manifold, which you can see is back there under a few tools, is warped originally when I installed it, and it's why I got the new trick flow manifold. It was warped, and it was causing a bunch of coolant to pass through the coolant port into the number 4 cylinder, number 5 cylinder intake port, and it was just spewing coolant all out this side of the exhaust. So that was an issue. Battery died on me, and it was having starting issues, which is why I got the new truck battery. It's an AGM battery. I think it's an L9 or something. I don't know, but yeah, that was just a few of the issues. there were more along the way that I ran into. When I was building the motor, I dropped a piece of metal, a little like cap thing for a tool that I had, into a cooling port, and I had to fish that out. It was aluminum, so no magnet would work, and to say the least, that was fun. Good thing I'm good with chopsticks. Yeah, so custom headers, I think I already possibly mentioned that. The 60mm wastegate, T6 turbos. Yeah, so I got some Scorpion rockers under there. I did run into a rocker issue. I don't know where they are, but for some reason, all of the exhaust rockers broke. I guess something was broken with them or with the valve train. I know that I had to cut the valve guides, not the valve guides, the push rod guide plates, and re-angle them because it was putting the exhaust rocker too far to the left of the valve and the intake rocker too far to the right. So I had to cut it down the middle, push it forwards, and it brought both of them closer together. Re-welded them together, and that fixed that issue. The new Scorpion rockers are also like 1.5 times larger than the original ones, so it's a little bit more stout than how it was. But yeah, it's a full roller cam. It's a mechanical roller. It's got 750 lift, both intake and exhaust, and duration is about 250, 260. It's not the best turbo cam because it's got 109 degree LSA, but it gets the job done plenty fine. It spools up from 0 pounds to about 2 pounds in quarter of a second, so I'm not complaining. Yeah, other changes, I think I already had it, but the aftermarket wheel, I have a new steering column. It's a billet aluminum steering column. It's shaved about 15 pounds off of the car, surprisingly. And we also got the passenger delete. The shifter was already there. New shift light. Yup. That pretty much wraps it up. Oh yeah, electric vacuum booster. This is off of a Cadillac, and I had to get this because with the original motor, I had essentially no brakes because it made 2 inches of vacuum. It was absolutely too low. Now it makes plenty of vacuum. It makes about 8 inches of vacuum, 8 to 9, and it's enough for the brakes, but that is still extremely useful, and I recommend it to anybody who is thinking about installing a large cam on their car, or something like this. Yeah. So I did have originally, it was the Holley Sniper's 650 horsepower, just the naturally aspirated one. Then I sold that to a friend and upgraded to the 1250 horsepower forced induction unit. That was one thing. Battery ground, that's another thing that's important. Yeah, so there isn't much to it. It's just going places. Future plans within a couple of months of what I'm doing are I have to add on a built rear, so I need to upgrade my differential because all I have upgraded in it right now is the gears and GT500 axles. I need to get a spool, 35 spline axles, C-clip eliminators, and yeah, and weld the tubes on. Also, in addition to that, I need a 10-point cage to be track legal because I am going to be running 9s with this setup, according to the weight and power of which I'm guessing. Engine diaper, I need an engine diaper for the track to be legal as well. Trans shield, I think, is optional. And that's about it to be track legal. Firewall. I also need a firewall. A lot of stuff I'm going to be getting from SW race cars. They sell cheap, but quality stuff. Yep. So that's the update. Sorry it took so long. Who am I kidding? There can't be a full update without a startup. You guys gotta hear this thing. The sound on it is just insane. Keep in mind it's a cold start, and it's probably gonna break my phone's microphone. I don't know what's going on with my phone, but the audio is probably about to cut out here. I'll try and get it fixed, but you'll hear a bit of it. So let's get it going. Oh yeah, upgraded fuel pump. Can't believe I forgot that. Alright, here we go.